What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is recap time for Ireland versus England that took place last night. What a game it was. It surprised, I think, majority of the people involved. But firstly, before we get started, congratulations to England for really showing up, giving a very strong, determined performance, showing so much passion on the field, capitalising on errors from the Irish, capitalising on opportunities from the English that they created, and it really was an impressive performance in my opinion. They definitely have improved from where they were last year. They showed so much character on that field, and the camaraderie between the players and Owen Farrell was truly brilliant. Owen Farrell had a star performance for me. He led from the front. His skillfulness, his kicking even wasn't too bad at all, especially in the tough ones. He really led from the start, and it was a great performance from England. And I think going forward, this will give them one hell of a boost of confidence going into this tournament. And I think now you'll have to label England the new favourites tag, because that was truly a strong performance. I mean, if we look at the start of the game, England were in it. They were in it from the end, and they looked like the better team throughout. Ireland had opportunities, but they just couldn't capitalise. They seemed to miss out on the opportunities and never went that extra mile in order to capitalise on scoring a try. They were there on the try line, they couldn't do it. And there's just too many errors were created from the Irish. I mean, Stockdale's error when that second try came about, it wasn't good enough. That should have been either caught or maybe slapped away or something like that. But the fumbleness of the ball, England got the try. They were on top of Ireland in every aspect of that game. And yeah, you can. I'm not a fan of French refereeing, but I don't think Jerome had a bad game at all. One question was when that one try when the English player kicked it and they got the try. He looked a little bit in front, and in a few images I see that too. But alas, I wouldn't have changed the game. England were in it to win it. Obviously, the disallowed try with the second movement, to me that was second movement, so I had no issue there. But other than that, it was a good game and a deserving win for England. I think Eddie Jones deserves a lot of credit in this one, because he's totally transformed England of where they were 1 year ago now to actually being contenders again. We now need to include England in the talks of World Cups and all that stuff, because let's face it, they were ending off on a high. They nearly beat the All Blacks. They were ahead. And one thing I said, which I was proven wrong with, I thought the English might tire out at the end and we're going to see Ireland come back or continue to dominate. None of that really happened. England just kept focused. They kept fit. They kept doing what they were made to do. And again, capitalising on opportunities, scoring 4 tries. Unbelievable stuff. And the strength within was there. I mean, Vinny Polo, bloody hell, that guy is a monster. He is a machine and deserved man of the match. I love the humbleness in the guy, because he still says, I don't know why I'm here, giving credit to his team rather than himself. And hey, you've always earned respect in my books if you like that. So credit to him. I mean, he was deserved man of the match. He had a great game. I thought Farrell led from the front too, which was brilliant. May scored a great try, and it was great rugby. The yellow card at the start, yeah, I think that was fair. I mean, it was committed not committed, but he was going at it, and I mean, it was a tackle. So on Keith Earl. So unfortunately, the yellow cards didn't happen. But credit to the English for holding on defence, so that Ireland couldn't score during that moment of time, and they scored generally straight after the yellow card was done. But credit to England for holding out, because that's always an important thing in rugby. If you get a yellow card or a red card, it's important to capitalise on the majority of players. So the Irish couldn't do that, and that was already a question mark in my mind, because last year the Irish were competing on these things. They were capitalised. They were the ones that were picking out errors from all the teams in the Six Nations and going at it. And they just couldn't do that last night, and we just continued to see the strength of England. So it's just opened this tournament up to something exciting. I mean, Scotland's sitting on the on the top of the log, followed by England, and then Wales. So really, it's been an epic weekend of rugby, and I'll get to the recap of the other two games just now. But this was a incredible test match of rugby where it was just, I don't know, playing for passion. If I was a person living in the Northern Hemisphere, I would be having so much confidence going forward, because it's just opening an opportunity for a talk of a possible World Cup victory from these two teams, which is absolutely outstanding. I mean, they've come a long way, the Irish, England, Wales. So it's good to see, and I think if you're a Northern Hemisphere team, I'll be proud of that, and it's something to look forward to, especially with regards to England bouncing back the way they did. I think that was truly remarkable, and well done to Eddie Jones and his charges. But it's not the end yet. We still got to see England play, France, Wales, Scotland. So that's going to be a challenge. Scotland beating them, France beating them last year. Can they continue this momentum? They keep playing the way they did yesterday. They can do that. And Ireland, on the other, can they continue, or can they bounce back from this? Obviously they can. I mean, they got Scotland next week, which is going to be also a tough battle. We saw Scotland play with a lot of heart yesterday, but seemed to give it away a bit at the end. So it should be interesting to see how Ireland take on this battle, how Joe Schmidt will look into this game, and analyse the different phases and the weaknesses that the Irish picked up. They've got a lot of work to do, and they need to work on that going forward to this weekend's fixtures. So it's been an incredible game. And I'm very curious to see how they're going to handle it. If we look at some of the stats, I mean, its final score 20-32, impressive game. Johnny May scoring 2 tries, which was truly amazing. That was brilliant. Obviously, in the second minute, getting that one was brilliant. Sorry, not 2 tries. He got 1 try in the second minute, and then Elliot Daly got the 30th, and then Henry Slade slotting 2, 66 and 76 minute, which is truly remarkable. But yeah, that first try in the second minute, then I thought, whoa, England are fighting. We have a problem here. Well, Ireland have a problem here. Then we got Healy scoring a great try in the 25th minute, the veteran doing it, going strong, which is brilliant. Then I thought, okay, Ireland are coming back. But they couldn't. And then the only next score was John Cooney in the 80th minute, which isn't good enough. Ireland needed to keep up to date. They needed to keep up with England. Johnny Sexton slotting over the points, and then obviously Farrell doing the same for his side. But a lot of work needs to be done for Ireland. If we look at conversions, 3 to 4, Sexton was 100%, so well done to him. Farrell 71%, but still he got over the main points, which got them through. This is the interesting part. Meters run of the game, 332 versus 247 to England, 247. Interesting stuff. And again, percentage on attacking, and I said this last year, you normally think when a team wins a percentage of territory or attacking or whatever it may be, you'd think they'd be the favourites. Not in this case. Attacking Ireland, 60% of the possession they had. Then 53% of the territory. So they were in the lead there, but they still couldn't capitalise on tries. They still couldn't get there over that next mile, which is so important going forward. If you're wanting to win a World Cup game, those are the key moments that you need to do. First, the whole game in possession. First half, 52 to 48, 67 to 33 in the second half. Ireland were ahead. Then, per territory though, first half was to England, 53%, and the second half, Ireland back. So, Ireland had their opportunities, it just couldn't capitalise. And that's a problem going forward. They need to get that right. Otherwise, they're going to really lose it out. Scrums, both teams 100% win. 5 for England, 3 for Ireland. Lineouts won, 91% for Ireland and 80% for England. So England lost 2, Ireland lost 1. The defending side, and again, this amazes me too. These stats are freaking high. 117 tackles, 130 of them were successful. So that's 90% tackle rate. That is not bad. Then you got 181 versus 209, 87. Still not bad. So from a defending point of view, there were moments of genius from both teams. But Ireland obviously just let them through. Discipline-wise, 8 penalties conceded for England, but only 4 for Ireland. So there's still a lot for England to work on going forward. From a discipline point of view, they need to work on that. Ireland also getting their penalties, England getting the card. So it was a very interesting contest for me, and I was very impressed watching the English. But Ireland have a lot of work to do. They need to come back strong. And Scotland's not going to be easy. You'd think they'd win it, but you never know what could happen in this Six Nations. We all thought, including the bookies, thought that England were going to lose last night, and they didn't. They won. The Irish got caught out, and credit to England for picking up a great victory. It's been an interesting weekend of rugby, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, France and Wales was one hell of a battle. Then you got Scotland, Italy. Scotland dominating. Then the Italians coming back. Question marks going to be asked about that. Then you get the big game. Ireland versus England in Ireland. Let's not forget that was a home game for the Irish. And they unfortunately couldn't do it for them. But, what a game. Eddie Jones's focus from the whole time, when he talked about World Cup, when he talked about the Six Nations, all he said, "Nah, mate, I'm focusing on beating Ireland." That's all. We're not talking World Cup. We're not talking about France next week or whoever it may be. We're talking about beating Ireland. That's our biggest game. That's our focus. And credit to him because they just went and beaten Ireland. So what a weekend of rugby. I'm going to get to the recap of the other two games shortly. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, because guys, we have just started the Six Nations and I have so much more to talk about. So hit that subscribe button. Predictions later this week. Maybe another few videos on topics about Six Nations. But make sure you are subscribed. You don't. Thanks for watching. As usual, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Were you shocked like me? Did you see England winning? And what did you think of the game? Overall, epic test match. It really was. It was tough. It was quick. It was strong. But what England deserved to win, and well done to them. What a game of rugby, and I cannot wait for next week. Bring it on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.